Hello and welcome to Shamrock Rovers Fan TV, and today I have my match preview for Shamrock Rovers against St. Patrick's Athletic at Tella Stadium. Now I'm super excited for this game because Rovers will lift the title after it, and unfortunately no fans, but we have to deal with the circumstances, and it will be great lifting the title. The players have worked so hard the whole season, and they completely deserve it. Now the last time we played Pats, they held us to a 0-0 draw, but the problem was that we couldn't get through their defence and even the midfield. We were kind of trapped in our own half, but I think we couldn't break them down. But I think that will be completely different this time. We've learned how to break teams down. This is how teams start to play against us. It was 0-0 at Richmond Park, and we were probably the better team and we had most of the ball, but they defended brilliantly, and for the whole game they just sat back and they stopped us. Now let's get into my starting 11. And in goal, Alamanis. In the last game, he didn't really have anything to do against Finn Harps, but he's been brilliant all season with everything he's had to deal with. He's nearly dealt with everything. Normally, you get 8 out of 10s with him every single game. As the left wing back, I'm going with Sean Kavanagh, who did play against Finn Harps, and it was great to have him back because he has missed a while with a long-term injury, but it's great to have him back, and he did well against Finn Harps, so I put him in the squad for this game. And it's the right wing back Reece Marshall, who also played right wing back against Finn Harps, and he had a very good game. He could have ran a bit more forward. He kind of was back a bit and kind of didn't go too far into their half, and maybe could have done that. But apart from that, he was excellent. And as the first centre back, I'm going with Joey O'Brien. I think it was unfortunate that he had to miss a bit of this season because we had some great defenders like Liam Scales, Lee Grace, Roberto Lopez, and it's hard to fit them all into one defence. So it was unfortunate that he couldn't play, but then if you put him in every game, it would be unfortunate that another player couldn't play, so he had to kind of change around, but I played him for this game. And beside him, Liam Scales. Now, he played against Finn Harps and did very well. He's had a great season. It's his first year, and he did very well with UCD and Rovers. He was always going to go to a Premier Division side when they got relegated, and Rovers was the one. And to finish off the defence, Lee Grace. Now, I'm not going Roberto Lopez as he is injured. He did play against Harps, so he didn't have anything to do when he came on. I wouldn't risk him. I think bring him on at half-time maybe, or see how the circumstances are, but bringing him on would be the better option, I think. And as the left midfielder, I'm going to go with Brandon Kavanagh because he's done absolutely superb with Rovers too, and I really do think he deserves to play. It is a competitive game, but if we needed the 3 points, I wouldn't play him. But we've won the league now and we can take risks, but you still want to win. And I think Brandon Kavanagh, he's capable of scoring against any team. He scored some incredible goals for Rovers too. And as the right midfielder, I'm going with Ronan Finn. Now, he's normally a centre mid, but I'm going to play him as the right mid because he played right wing back, and I'd say he could be able to play right mid. He did play a bit of right wing, and it's quite similar to right mid, except he's a bit more back, and I think dropping back a bit more is probably the right option for Finn. And as the first centre midfielder, Gary O'Neill. Now, he didn't play against Finn Harps, but I think he should play this game. Gary's been tremendous all year, and I think he has to start. And beside him, Aaron McAneff, what can you say? He's been brilliant this season, definitely up for one of the Player of the Years. You can't say much about him apart from he's brilliant. And up front, Aaron Green. He did well against Finn Harps. Could have done a bit better. He was my man of the match. But as I said in the match reaction, there wasn't a standout player. So I gave it to Aaron Green because I think he was the best player on the pitch. Now my score prediction is going to be, I think it'll be 2-1 Rovers. I think it's very hard to predict who will score for Pats, but I'm going to go with Robbie Benson actually. I was going to go with Georgie Kelly, but I think Benson, he scored against Dundalk, and I think it's more likely. And then for Rovers, I think Lee Grace could get a goal, and I think Aaron McAneff could get a goal, really. It's not one of those games where you know who's going to start, which normally is the case with Rovers. But I think you have a good idea of who's going to play. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below your score prediction, and I'll see you next time. Come on the Hoops!